Wow, I feel hungover, and not because I had anything to drink at all. Um, uh, I went to go work out after the market closed yesterday, and there's studies to back this up, but this is my own anecdotal experience. When you pair good nutrition with a good workout, and especially if that workout is done in the sun, it boosts growth hormone and testosterone. I mean, it's very effective, especially if it's a proper workout. And yesterday I did have a proper workout. I did 3 circuits, full upper body, and I took off my shirt, even though I'm not really impressed with my body. I'm not trying to show off or anything, but just to get more sun exposure. And there was this woman out there that was wearing these little tight shorts, and I don't know if I'm imagining things, but she kept stretching in front of me and while I was doing my workout, and then I guess she noticed I finished my workout. I was finishing and I was gathering my TRX straps and my dumbbells and whatever. And then she just bent over and was looking right at me, and obviously there was a reaction, and I was tempted to go say something to her, but I I didn't. Gather my things, and plus it's kind of difficult to carry a heavy book bag with your some of your gear in it, 2 dumbbells, and the battle rope all at once. And the distance I walk from where I work out to my car where I park, I would say is a good, I don't know, maybe a 150, 200 yards. Um, so, almost a lap of a track. And anyways, when when you have a good workout like that and you have good nutrition, and I made a good meal yesterday, so I had some leftovers. Um, you Studies have shown that this boosts growth hormone testosterone, but the problem is, especially I guess it's maybe genetics. Maybe even though I'm old, I still physically in many ways are like a younger guy, and man, it's one of those days, one of those nights where you wish you had a girlfriend because you just kept tossing and turning. Your body will not let you sleep. It was so frustrating. And even if you did sort of like the one person release, it doesn't really work unless you do it. I mean, I'm this is TMI, I know, I'm sorry, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I miss the days when I had like a girlfriend living in, and you probably wouldn't get much sleep for the night because you're too busy trying to, you know, do the biological tango. But still, I remember when I was younger and I had a girlfriend living with me, even if we spent most of the night just doing the hootie hootie, even if I only slept 4 hours, I woke up feeling refreshed. I don't understand why that is. It's fascinating. But couple that issue last night with my fire alarm going off, my roommate got home late, and it's not her fault, but her phone around 4 in the morning kept beeping really, really loud with that Amber Alert that Apple does, but it was only a test. Because of course, what better time to do a test for an Amber Alert and make the phone beep loud, not once, not twice, but 3 times, is at 4 in the morning. So yeah, I am I am exhausted, man, and I generally think I might step away from trading today, because I can't focus. However, I know how the universe works. The day that I decide to step away from trading is the day that some big moves occur. I think I see a pattern on ES, but I don't know if I'm seeing it clearly. But give me a moment. I don't know if I'm seeing this a downward pattern here that lines up here. So I tried drawing it before I started this video, but I wasn't really having much success. Oh, well, maybe I need to be recording to do it. Uh, sorry. So I don't think this is a bull flag. I don't know because there's no flag post, I guess. So I don't know. Oh, let's read Adam Mancini's tweet. That might get us on a good focus point. It's day number 5 in a row of identical action in ESF, with each day dropping early then bought. My target yesterday was 4183, which I said was strong resistance and rejected hard. Yep. Remember yesterday I said that well, my first mistake was selling early. So that's me. Um and then we got up to resistance 4183, and I mentioned yesterday in my last video that I was thinking about taking this short. As it turns out, if you had taken this short and you took a big trade, you took multiple positions like Adam Mancini would, um, you could scale out at this resistance that was this resistance yesterday, the weekly, or maybe 4168, and then hold a couple runners for a swing, and that would have paid off massively. So here you can see we've dropped again. If if this little pattern I found here holds this downward channel, maybe I'll increase it just a wee bit. It's possible the bulls might, and it looks like we've been chopping. You know what? Let me finish reading his tweet. I'm sorry. 4183, which I said was strong resistance and rejected hard. Today is a big test. Plan today. 4147, 4139 are supports. Last bounce shot here with 4166, 70 resistance. 4166, 70. 4139 fails, we sell to 4120. 4139, right yonder, a little bit below that. Let's see if we can zoom out just a bit. Let's try that again. 41, 4, okay. Sorry, guys. I think it's the perfume that my roommate is using that's making me cough a little bit. 4139, 4139, right here. 147. Okay, I guess I need to adjust this down a little bit. I'm gonna move it down just here. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading any comments that anyone posted that he replied to. Yeah. All right, so we are finally breaking down this channel that we've been in for quite a while. I mean, technically to me, we broke it down yesterday, but we bounced off of this other channel that Adam Mancini mentioned that I guess goes down to the January lows, although when I try and do it, it doesn't go to January lows. So, but again, my trend lines are always different from his. Um, so yeah, I guess we've just formed a 4-hour demand here. We're just chopping at 4146 for now, with a low of 4143. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I can't focus. I'm trying to articulate what the plan will be, but uh, there's a voice in my head saying, "Dum dum, demand form, demand test, go up. Supply form, supply test, go down. Bounce at level, take up." Oh man. Mm. Uh, I remember. I'm trying to think of the bearish scenario. I remember Adam Mancini mentioning either in his newsletter or in his tweet that we're not really bearish until we break down this channel, but we broke down this channel. But one thing he had said another time that confuses me is we don't really have a bearish scenario unless we drop below 4114, I think, maybe below 4120. So I don't know what indication that makes bulls in control. I don't see a pattern that says bulls are in control above this point, so I don't know why he says that level. I would think that this channel that we've been in, the fact that we've broken that down here on this level, we had our bounce, which failed at this trend. Oh, I don't even know if that's trend or not. You know what? Let's look at Trading View. We can always get a better, clearer big picture on Trading View than we can with Thinkorswim. My, well, I got half on one screen and half on the other. Thank you. Bloody computers, man. Okay. Um, I forgot how to get this off. Okay. Let's find our line that we found for Thinkorswim here. Um, no. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna be stupefied most of the day until I can get some rest. Oh, um, wow, I'm hungry too. Sorry. Wait a minute. This does not look like it did on Thinkorswim. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of down with the sickness. Should I adjust this? I wonder if I should adjust this down. How did I do it on Thinkorswim? Let's see. Back up. Yeah, I didn't touch this wick. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry. That looks a bit more clear. All right. I'll work with this. Although, watch the way I did it before. It's actually the way I should have done it. Okay, so what I was saying before is that this channel we've been in for the longest time since March, which I really wish I had played any one of these properly, which I didn't. Um, the rejection here would have been a great play. The bounce here, the rejection here, bounce, rejection, reject. Although this would have been confusing. Um, and of course, just the past few days, the dips are being bought. This one was overnight, but this one happened in the morning. This was a really strong rally. That was last week, Thursday. Another dip on Friday, bounce, another rally. Dip on Monday, another rally. We broke out of this resistance line right here, and then ran out of steam right about here and had a strong sell-off overnight. Like we tried to keep it above this resistance, but failed. And then we leads us into yesterday. We broke below the channel and then hit this sort of extended channel out here and bounced and rallied. And of course, I missed all of this. Just can't believe I made $7 when I could have made over 100. Oh my God, it's always the same. But yeah, I had mentioned that what I hoped was that the Bulls can just chop above this resistance yesterday, and then we can rally some more today, but that failed. We fell below the resistance, and we fell below this channel. So this is very bearish, even more bearish-er. And yeah, man. I guess this is the spot where we'll bounce if we're going to bounce. But then we've got this 4161, this trend, this channel again, and then this resistance again. In fact, I can't help but wonder if this is going to be a very strong resistance point. We're going to have a strong rejection here. So, all right, let's see if we can find this on SPY. I'm sure it's going to be much different. That was at 10:30. Okay, so how do we do this? We started from Nyo, and then we went to Hyo. So from Nyo to Hyo. Nyo, Nyo, Nyo to Hyo. Okay. Thicken. All right. Okay, now let's see what's good with VIX. All right. Big rejection from this daily yesterday, but I did say yesterday that when the market opened, chances are we would reach the daily by the time we hit Adam's target. And I was right. This would have been a good time to take this short. Not so clean, but clear. The demand was formed here, and look at that! Wow, that jump. I would have liked to have seen it meet this daily here and then reject. It's still possible. It might, because we haven't really dipped down to Adam Mancini's support, which again was 4139, right? And what was the other one? I forgot. 4137. 41474139. We are, I'll go back to ES again. 4139 is a little bit below yonder, so we could drop a little bit more. And if we did drop a little bit more, we might get a bounce off this daily, and that could lead us into a rejection from the daily and then a rally. It's possible, but for now all we can do is just watch and wait. So yeah, that's my morning review. Probably all meaningless because I'm terrible at this, so I don't know what I'm talking about, and maybe none of these patterns even matter. But just doing the best I can, man. Just doing the best I can. All right. I really pray that today's a slow day for work, but I bet it won't be. And this might be a short video today, guys, because I'm just gonna crash and relax today, man. It's terrible to have a really good workout and to follow it up with no sleep. It's really bad for the body. It's almost like throwing away everything that you made the effort for. So I gotta try and rest today. All right. I just jumped out the shower. And while I was in the shower, I thought to myself, you know what? I guarantee you the bell's gonna ring and this thing's gonna just start rallying. And look what happened. Let's pick 4161 is going to be resistance, so let's pick 413. Ah, there we go. Already up at one point almost 20 bucks. And we have a demand formed here, pre-market. I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. Come on, Kevin, focus. Oh God, man. I really wish I had not jumped in the shower and just waited. Because it's just, this bounce is pretty obvious. Bottom of this channel I found, demand was formed. This is a perfect retest, and bam, off we go. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I was hoping that we could retest the daily here, but that didn't happen. Whatever, what are you gonna do? But there we go. Now all I can hope is that we come back down and retest this area. Because honestly, if I could have gotten in at 30, 31, and if this can make its way up to 4161, this should be worth about $65, $70. Hell, maybe even 80. I don't know. No, it won't be 80. This is 413. Maybe like around 60. No, I think it'll be worth around 70, between 70 to 80, actually. No, this early in the morning. I don't think theta would have that big of an effect. And I would sell right here at 4161 and make that, if I got in at 30, and make that $50 or $40. Let's see if, I'm gonna set an alert. Let's see if we can get back to the low 30s again. Maybe I'll get a second shot to go in. And I wish I knew a good place to get budget razors, man. I'm tired of using old razors and getting all itchy. Ah, there we go. What would be nice also is if we can form a head and shoulders. So this would be left shoulder, a head. And if this can come back down and retest, this, I don't know if I can call this a demand. I don't know. But retest this area. Maybe retest yesterday or over or pre-market lows. Maybe a fake breakdown and then recovery. It looks like, based on where my cursor is now, that they're having trouble getting over the pre-market low, or pre-market high, sorry, or previous high. But still, if you got in at 30, you got plenty of cushion. And it's be one of those days where it's just going to slowly grind up. Yep. Alright, whatever, man. I missed out, I guess. Alright, quick update before I step away for a bit, because I am now feeling a bit dizzy. We got to 4161, but 4161 that I have here on SPY, not 4161 on actual ES. Let me bring over my ES chart from the other. So we got our bounce off this channel, another retest. We got above VWAP, but we rejected at 4157 to be technically correct. And this trend line here, remember this one I was telling you about, rejection, whatever. So we're rejecting off there. So that's interesting. What's also interesting is, you probably saw in VIX briefly before I pulled it away, we bounced off this channel that we were in before and broke out of once and then again. So to continue the rally, we got to break down this channel. One could argue that this was a demand and this could be a retest and I should take this long. But I want to be greedy and selfish also because I'm tired and lazy. I want this to come back to 31 somehow, either because we revisit it later on in the day and then we rally, or if we pull back down and retest the low of the day or something. I don't know. I just wish I had gone long at the bell, but I was wrong. We didn't get to 60 or 70. I I thought it would get to like maybe 70 or 80 here, but no. 60 was the highest we got to, as you can see here. Still, if I could have gotten in at 31 and sold at 60 and made 29 bucks, I would have been fine with that. Also, we've created a supply right here. So, um, I wouldn't say this is much of a retest, but I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna mark it anyways. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go. Another update. This thing pulled back, and I should have gotten in here on this pullback. I think it was at 30. It pulled back to this level, and it got to 35 at 10 o'clock. So yeah, I was greedy and I wanted to get down to 31, but if I had gotten in here at 35 and just walked away, um, we're about, yeah, there it is. We just hit 4161 on ES, and it's a slow grind. If bulls can recover 4161, then next level will be 4172. And yeah, my original gut was right. I should have taken this long right at the bell, even if I could have gotten in a couple options and just walked away and set my sell limit for one option at 4161, which would have given me $30, and then set the other one for 4172, which if it does get up to 4172, this will be worth, I estimate, probably close to around $80-90, depending on when it gets there. I still wonder about the rejection point here, and also what's going to happen here, but in any case, it's a fairly slow day so far though. But um uh yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I'm sorry. Okay, I just got the alert. I had set this at 31. We've just hit 30. um my laziness probably, well, I don't know if I want to call it laziness. MK strategy. This was previous supply, gone. Let's get rid of it. It didn't even become demand afterwards. New major supply formed here. Sorry, I'm dexterity's low, sleep levels low, dexterity's low. This is 0.72. A retest would be 0.62. It just slightly is outside the zone where I normally would do this. No, wait, I gave myself a 20-cent zone, sorry. But this would be a good time to enter into a short here. Retest of the supply, and then bam. Also on VIX, remember that channel from before? We haven't been able to really push past it. We did in the previous candle, it looked like, but turned back around. And I believe we did hit target of 361. I mean 41. No, highest we got was 4153. Wait, I'm looking at the right thing, right? No, I zoomed it in wrong somehow. I don't know how I managed that. So yeah, we got to 4162, my level here. I didn't change it to 4161, but here you go. Supply form. Remember I mentioned this morning that I'm curious if we'll get a rejection at this multiple trend line area. This was the trend line from before that. This is 515, right? So let's zoom out. This is the trend. God. No, that trend line shows on SPY. No, no, it shows on VIX. I mean, sorry guys. On TradingView, let's look at TradingView. God, why this doesn't show properly on Thinkorswim, I don't know. Okay, we didn't make it to that trend line. We did make it to 4161, 4162. Again, supply is formed and then rejected. Oh man, the crappy thing about not being able to sleep is your heart just keeps racing. Breaking news. Hmm. I don't want to get too political, but to me, I think that's a good thing. I know I'm probably gonna get some hate for that, but I am, for the most part, conservative. All right. Mm, no, I was asking myself, could this be considered a minor demand, and would this be considered a zone to go long? But no, no. I just don't see anything that screams this is a good time to go long, except for this morning. This morning would have been good. This channel I found, I think was a legit channel. Tested once, retested again pre-market, and once again, as usual, if you're a futures trader, it just seems to work so well for futures traders. Oh, speaking of which, the Prophet did tweet earlier this morning, and I didn't update the video. Okay, the routine daily dip by more sluggish today. 4147 support as posted, and ESF now basing here for 2 hours. Bull's going to want to. Oh, this is 2 hours ago, so I'm sorry. I'm really behind on this. I went to go make breakfast and just was sort of chilling and watching um, the last half of this movie, End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love that movie. When he goes off on the devil, he's like, "You're a quiet boy compared to me. You think you have anger problems?" Ah, man, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know he's an INTJ like me. Only one of us is far more successful at what they do. All right, sorry. The routine daily dip by more sluggish today. 4147 support as posted, and ES now basing here for 2 hours. Bull's going to want to see this move within the half hour now, ideally. 4166, 4170 remain strong resistance. Come on, brain. Breathe and focus. And Bulls must clear to see any run. 4147 fails, we start down to 4139, 4120. All right, so 4147 was his support. We had, I guess you would call this a false breakdown of 4147 recovery. More than likely, Adam Mancini probably went long if he wasn't already in position somewhere here, maybe like here, with a stop loss down here, I guess. Um, this is a this is a nice little inverse head and shoulders, and it didn't quite make it to 4167, but uh, I don't know how his thing looks, but I would have exited here. I mean, this is the channel from yesterday that we bounced. Let me zoom back out. It doesn't look proper here, but it does on TradingView. Again, let me drag TradingView back over. So we bounced at this channel here, rejected this channel here. We formed this new not channel, trend, but the trend of the channel rejected, fell, and then pre-market had our bounce. But yeah, this is the day you want to scalp and exit. I suspect we're gonna have a bit of a pullback before the rest of the run, but I know I've looked at it before. Um, sorry guys. No, 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 no. Just go back to SPY. Seasonality. Abril, and we're April 20th, so I guess generally, like, well, I guess this is we've had our rally. I guess we're just gonna be chopping from now on. Maybe we're gonna enter our seasonality of the hard drop in May early. My God, I cannot stand this asshole neighbor upstairs, man. All right. Um, I don't get this part though, this little spike here in between May and June. But July is supposed to be really bullish. But I said beginning coming into this month before that April's seasonality is pretty bullish, and the last end of March is bullish. And there's been plenty of runs that I've missed on. Plenty of times where I could have made $100 and I only made like $5, $10, or worse, I lost money. Looks like I was wrong though. When this dipped down to 25, I should have jumped in, regardless of any MK strategy. Even if I did 30 to 40, just to eke something out for the day. Oh. Anyways, we still have 4 more hours to trade, so let's see what the day brings. I'm gonna step away and put headphones on, otherwise I'm gonna charge upstairs and curse off the a-hole upstairs, but I really can't because they have a permit, so they get to do whatever noise they want to do. It sounds like someone's just throwing a boot against the wall, letting it drop on the floor right above me over and over again. What must it be like to enjoy peace and quiet? You know what? It's sad. I can't even imagine it. Uh, Living in a home with enough land around you that you have to hear morons constantly doing construction, sirens, cars racing down the street, your neighbors slamming the door, kicking. I mean, there's a neighbor down the hall. It's an elderly guy, and he stopped doing this thankfully, but he'll get a walker. And I figured out what that noise was. Another video I said it sounds like someone's kicking a shopping cart. It wasn't. It was him. His walker doesn't have wheels, so he just scrapes it along the floor as he goes up and down the hallway for exercise and whistles. You can't get really upset at an old man for getting some exercise, but um, that doesn't bother me that much because he only did it once or twice a day. The people upstairs, on the other hand, I have the deepest loathing for them. All right, so I, I'm chastising myself for not going long here or here, but I mean it's outside of my rules, it's outside of my strategy, and now let's see. This would be the MK strategy here if we get a rejection here at this supply. But I need to see some sort of confluence that we are rejecting. I think the best confluence would be for this to close, of course, under, and then the next candle to show some rejection. And just above is 4161 for ES. Let me zoom out and see if I have that listed anywhere. 4168. God, man, the guy does not stop with the noise, man. I'm not going to take the trade though, but I'm just curious how this is going to look. I wonder though if this could technically be considered a minor demand, and this was the retest of that demand, and this candle started at 12:15, so somewhere in here. And there's the initial rejection from the supply, but not a very strong rejection, although granted this candle just started. Yeah, doesn't look good in terms of rejection, so this wouldn't be a good strategy, or the strategy wouldn't really be applicable or wouldn't work very well here. Plus also, we had our retest here, and the bulls, these long wicks tells you that the bulls are still pushing through. I can't believe that we've had so many days of dips that are then bought. Oh my God. Dip bought. This was Friday, I think. Thursday, Friday. No, no. Come on. This is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. This is a Friday dip that was bought, but I wouldn't really call it that a bought dip that much. The dip was the bigger part of the day. This was Thursday. Anyways, whatever. Brain don't want to think. Brain don't want to brain. Just want to go sleep. This is gonna go. I don't know. Wow. Okay. I don't have my glasses on, so this can be blurry, but you can see VIX finally broke down. That was a big jump, and on SPY, when I had this pullback, when I got that alert, which was like 30, 40 minutes ago, so at 12 o'clock, around that time. So yeah, here, 12 o'clock, when this dropped below my alert for 31, I should have just gotten in. Had I gotten in down here, let's say I got in at 30 or even 35, you can see here we got as high as 68 again, which interestingly was our high earlier, but nonetheless, I could have put my sell at 35. I mean, really, I could have gotten two options at 35 and sold both at 65 and made 60 bucks on the day. So 100% profit almost. And oh, Adam Mancini tweeted, let's see. It took its time, but the routine daily dip buy in ES showed up as usual. 4147 was support with 416670 target, strong resistance, and hit exact. Lock-in part gains, weak action. Bulls want to base here with break setting up 4182. Same drill, 4147 fails. We start like to 4113, 4138. So yeah, we did make it to 4168 after all. His target was finally hit. I mean, this was one of those days where you just go long at the bell. Don't even bother with the stop loss, it seems, as usual. And we got as low as 25, so you would have been low, you would have been down just for a bit. But I mean, we hit 68 already, really. So this is if you're using the strike that I was using, the 413 strike, which was where we would be if we hit the target. That's why I picked it. But if you didn't want to pick that, if you got the big funds, you can go 411. Was that where we started in the day? Yeah, pretty much at 411. You could have started the day at the money, and what was that? This says 108. Well, let's say you got in a dip here and you got in at 120. I mean, yeah, you could have sold here at 200, but even at the money, the difference between this point and this point isn't so significant. But whatever. I'm almost too exhausted to really be upset that I didn't take it long this morning. It's unfortunate because this buy the dip theme that's been going on for the past almost 2 months is just great opportunities to make money and to build your account. And all I've managed to do so far is lose money. I did my language lessons while I just watched as this just kept trucking along. I mean, I sat here and talked about how I got the alert at this dip and I wanted it to come back down. Only my mind is imagining it'll come back down here, which obviously doesn't make sense because if it did, it would be worth a lot less than $25. And had I gotten in here at 30, two options, and just, I don't know how far this is going to go. We've already passed 4168, or no, I guess we're back at it again. I don't know. I thought we were there already, but I obviously, yes, it's 4166, so obviously my 4168. My levels seem to always be off. I don't understand. I'm almost wondering if the levels just change, I don't understand how I'm constantly off with my levels on the SPY. I can literally, like days ago, I can literally be like, okay, we just hit 4161 on ES, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it here on SPY. That's 4161. 4 days later, somehow my 4161 on SPY is off from where it is actually on ES. So I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, whatever. Point is, if I had gotten in down here when this dip occurred and held, could have made quite a bit of money today. In fact, if I put, instead of an alert, a buy for two options at $31 or $30 and got in, put in $60 of investment and have it set to sell at 65, whatever, it would have made whatever, $70 today. I keep getting these opportunities again and again, and this is something that always happens. I remember this is a lesson I learned back in 2021 when I was working at Whole Foods. It was frustrating because I'll be working sometimes 10, 12, 13-hour days on my feet, and I was in the produce section, and it sucks working produce because, well, it depends. They always, because they were jerks, they always assign me the section where you have to lift the heaviest stuff. So I would go to the park, work out, then go to work, sore, and have to lift box after box after box of heavy potatoes and onions and whatnot, and walk from one side of the store to the other, pushing a heavy cart full of, 50, 60, 100 pounds worth of vegetables and whatever. And I'll be exhausted by the end of the day, and I'll come home sometimes 2, 3 in the morning, and I would just be passed out. I would wake up. I'll set my alarm so I can get up and go to trade. And I think at that point I maybe had 6 months of experience in trading. And I would always say, no, I'm exhausted. Screw that. I'm not trading. And every time I did that, every time I said, get up and go to the computer and trade, and I didn't, the market would just, this will happen. Ding, 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 ding. It just goes up. In 2021, it was just like easy money. And I never did it. I never took the trade. And there were those few mornings where I did wake up. I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to drag myself to the computer and take the trade, and I'll go long at the bell because we appeared to bounce at whatever level Adam Mancini had put. Well, that was the time it just quite didn't make it. The bounce didn't really work, and it would fall below a level and then recover or something. But then I would lose money, and I just found it hilarious. Check it out. Look at VIX. Look at this. Spent most of the this is where we started the day, by the way. Of course, when I zoom in, it looks like it's, yeah, just drop, 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 drop. VIX has just been dropping all morning long. So this is definitely a day where you would just take it long. And I'm almost wishing I didn't pick 413, I picked 412. And I would have just enough to have gotten in right at the bell at 412 and then just held it the rest of the day. And if it goes any higher, this would be $100 profit off of that one option. But I don't doubt that this is going to continue dropping, and we're going to see probably on SPY, we're probably going to end up seeing here 4180, probably, I don't know, somewhere where we closed yesterday. I guess this will be considered a gap fill. I don't know if this channel might cause an issue though, but whatever, man. It's just, I wonder if this guy Iman is right. Every time I think, no, I probably shouldn't take the trade, this is when I should trade. It's just amazing how I should just keep doing the opposite of whatever I think. But then again, this morning I thought to myself, this would be a good time to just go long at the bell. Forget waiting for some demand to form or whatever. Forget waiting till after 10:30. This would be a good time to go long right in the morning and just hold it till the end of the day. Wasn't off with that expectation. Wasn't off. A piece of garbage neighbor upstairs. Just noise from everywhere. I never get peace and quiet. Alright, so rejecting off the top of this level now, and we peaked as high as $88. Imagine if I went long a couple of options at 30 and sold at 80. Alright, I'm gonna try this again because I screwed up this video. The last video I tried to make. Let's try and do this quickly. Here, just to recap for the day so far. Bounce at this channel I found this morning, confluent to Adam Mancini's level. I wouldn't call it rally, but we slowly grinded up today to the top of this channel. I was curious if we would reject from there, and we did. We formed a supply on the 30-minute candle. You could see here, not much of a retest. So that's SPY so far. Obviously something similar on ES. Adam Mancini's level was 4139, or was it 4146? And that's what we got. Same thing, rejection on the top of this channel. This resistance I have here, it looks like I added this today because it's almost right on the money, but I didn't. This is the resistance that forced me to want to sell yesterday. Let me go back to a 15. Yesterday we kept running across a resistance point that caused me to sell early. Was it there or was it here? I don't remember. But in any case, we're rejecting off of here now. Now on VIX, we made it to this central channel, and now we're rejecting off of here. I don't know if we'll reject off of this line here. The only place where that had any confluence was here, here, and here on Tuesday. Or was this Monday? No, this was Tuesday. So I don't know if this is going to have an effect again. Unfortunately, I should have gone against my instincts and went long here when I got my alert. We got 31. Because again, here if I got in at 30 and let this sell at this point here, maybe at 80, 85, that would have been easily $100 profit. 200 if I gotten both options. Wait, 102 options, sorry. I'm not mathing today. So my only curiosity is back on ES, if we fail to keep it above this level, then what does that mean for tomorrow? That's my curiosity. Let's take a big, you know what, I'll do that tomorrow. I think this is enough for an update for now. You know what, before I step away, I do wonder if I had taken this short, what would it have given? At the money is 413, in the money is 414. Let's try 413. Yeah, that would have been good, especially the retest here. But you would have to get in after it closes, so that wouldn't. This candle closed at 413.38. So the beginning of this candle is 2 o'clock. So let's see what happens if we got in at 2 o'clock. Yeah, it would have been worth around between $40 and $45. There was a little pullback, so we could have gotten in maybe at 36, 37, and sold at 57. Wouldn't be that bad. I'm curious if the MK crew took this trade. Where would you target your sell? Oh, obviously, the target sell would be here, previous supply, which is probably going to end up being demand. If it breaks below this, we have all of these SMAs and VWAP to get through. But bulls definitely want to keep it above 4161, I would think. Alright, I'll update later. Alright, I have to do an update here. As you can see, look at that rejection. Initially, we were bouncing off of previous resistance. That was my last video. And if I recall, I chose the 412. I think it was 412. No, it was 413. I chose the 413 and we're around $44, $50. Look at that drop. So it goes to show that I found this channel this morning and I was right. We bounced off the bottom of that channel, and that follow through this morning would have worked fine if I went long right at the bell. And if, regardless of how much investment I use to go long right after the bell, if I set my sell at the top of this channel and then quickly reversed and gotten a short, assuming I had enough funds, look at this. We are right back to where we were at the open this morning. Every bit of price, well, I don't know what the word I'm trying to look for, but all the effort that the bulls made to bring this back up to this point, we're back to square one. This is why sometimes I love it if you can actually catch a short, because if you went short at this candle here, expecting, you know what, no, I don't want to, let's forget that nonsense, forget we call the bottom. You saw this candle fall. You decided to go short here at 2 o'clock. I think I said 2 o'clock again was like here. So left 2 o'clock. You decided to go short at $40 or $400. This thing peaked at $190. That's pretty. And Adam Mancini tweeted, hold on. All right. Adam Mancini tweeted, this was at 2:34. He tweeted, range-bound ping pong continues for ES as posted 416670 was strong resistance for today's daily dip buy. Where I posted lock-in part gains, we saw 4171. Yep, that's where it went to. I'm going to switch to ES to show that. 414750 remains support, and we've bounced here 4 times since Friday. Likely last chance bulls get now. Fail here, sees 4138, 4120. So we are, if my levels are correct, which you all know how correct these are, we are now at 4148, or just above it. No. We dipped to 4145 actually on ES, and now we're recovered 4148. And you can see we're forming a clean demand, and you can see we have a head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders forming. This looks like a good long, but it's so close to the end of the day, I would be wary taking it long here. There is the possibility of a swing, but I don't like doing swings unless it really is obvious. In any case, this candle just started, so let's wait and see if this closes. Although, judging from the amount of volume we got here, I don't know who bought so many. Look at this. Although I've learned that volume is irrelevant, but that's pretty high, 13,000. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it now just in case. And I'm going to set an alert. If we pull back here and take this possibly long and see where this goes. Okay, it's a good thing I did not take this. There was no retest. It just blew right through whatever demand was formed here, but we did get down to 4142, which is close to 4139. Technically 4137, Adam Mancini's other level. So here's the thing. Let me back this up. Could we have another bounce at this channel? This will be bounce number 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually the more bounces, the higher the likelihood that it's going to fail. I would imagine this might be news related, this sell-off, but wow, what a sell-off this was. So right now I'm looking at tomorrow's expiration at 413. Hopefully reaching the top of this channel again, but you can see how much this is. This is more than half my account. I don't know if I want to risk doing this. Yeah. But then again, I made excuses not to go long. I made excuses not to go short. So, and I'd say I want confluences. Well, here's a confluence. First confluence, demand is being formed, although it just started 7 minutes ago. Second confluence, we had a bounce at Adam Mancini's level. Third confluence, hold on, hold on. I got a daily on my ES and on the VIX. We're rejecting off the daily here, so that's a third confluence. So a lot is saying take this long. That's the thing. I just need to wait and see if this demand forms and gets retested. Problem is, there's no guarantee it will be retested. And I hate swings. Because even if this does get to my point tomorrow, it might get there at 9 o'clock or 8:30, and then it will reject, and I can't start trading until 9:30. So I'm going to miss out on whatever moves happen pre-market or after market. So we'll see if this gets retested. In the meantime, I've got more projects now. Alright, it's ballsy, but I'm going to put in a buy at 45. I'm going to put my stop loss at 40. We have 30 minutes left in the market. I know it's risky after a big sell like this, but there's too many confluences. I'm hoping this is going to bounce. So for now, let me just put an alert at 40 because I have to finish up a couple things and I will have to look at the screen. If this does bounce 45, I'll take a sell at 65 if we can push up higher, just in case the swing goes against me, because it could go anywhere overnight. Well guys, I was right. We did get a pretty strong bounce. Unfortunately, guess who sold early? I probably should have targeted a previous supply or maybe VWAP. So this is a $10 profit. Woo! But I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to finish up this task, but it lined up well. I had multiple confluences both on VIX, SPY, and ES. And look, it's pushing. So I sold early. I probably could have done 65, even 70 at this rate. Watch is going to hit 65 in the next maybe 30 seconds. There it is. There it is. Look at that. Look at that jump. I should have just taken the trade and just held it. Better yet, if I could have gotten in two options, which I couldn't afford it. Look at that. We may hit 75, but we just hit VWAP, so I don't know if we'll get past VWAP. In any case, I'm going to make this the last video so I can finish up this project really quick, because I think I might have messed something up. Sounds like me, right? And look at that though. If I could have squeezed in from 45 to 65, that would have been a nice $20 win, and that would take me back to where I was on Monday. Sadly, Tuesday was a bad day, or was it Monday? I don't remember. In any case, this should be the last video, but just to recap what happened for the day, just a quick recap. I found this channel here, this descending channel. We tested it pre-market, tested it again, and bounced confluent to Adam Mancini's level. Speaking of which, this is the profit speaking. Hold on. Closing update, ES, after running to 416670 strong resistance target, we sold to 4138 support and now back right where we started the day. Last chance for bulls to rally sustainably off this. 4138 fails, then it's 4118 next. Newsletter out soon, talking the plan. Man, can you imagine being able to mentor under Adam Mancini? That would be great. But I was right. Look, we're rejecting off VWAP for now on SPY. And it's actually the same VWAP on ES, which isn't always the same. But still, we could have, if I didn't sell at 55, I could have chose 65, and that would have been a nice little gain, 50% profit on the investment. Nonetheless, think of it this way. If I wasn't poor with a crappy little account, if instead of, what did I get? 40, instead of doing one option at 45, if I had instead done 20 options at 45, so $900, and sold at 55, instead of making $10, it would have been $200 easily made in just 10 minutes. So, oh well, this will be the last video for the day. And for the one person that commented thanking me, or not thanking me, but telling me to keep my head up, I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. It really does. So I'm hoping my mistakes or my terrible trading is helping other people, or maybe newer traders can see some of the things that I can see. And if you guys have any advice on how I can better use Thinkorswim, please let me know, because it's going to be a long time before I can afford to trade futures, and then I can just rely on TradingView, of course. Oh, speaking of which, before I leave, let's take a quick look at TradingView. Let's look at the clean, beautiful action for today. This, and this gave us this nice channel here that I found this morning. Rejection off of here. This would have been a beautiful short to swing. And then a bounce off this morning. This would have been a beautiful long. Well, it was kind of a choppy long. If you got in the money or at the money at the open, that would work. And this, of course, was probably one of the best, other than this trade here. I say they look very similar, don't they? This line and this line. But this would be a beautiful short. And then I took it long again here. Sadly, of course, I sold early. I probably should have held at least to the halfway point. But look, we're even still up to 65, so whatever. Profit was made. Try and be happy with that.